Hi there. For those who don't know me, I'm Miss. I just want to take a few minutes and talk about, have you ever heard of the I'll be happy when syndrome? I can't remember when I first heard of it, and I've heard several people talk about it, so I don't know who to give credit to that came up with the term I'll be happy when. But basically what it is when you're living your life and you're saying to yourself, well, I'll be happy when I get a new house, or I'll be happy when I get a new job, or I'll be happy when I make more money. I'll be happy when I get to go on vacation. I'll be happy when the kids grow up. I'll be happy when I get pregnant. I'll be happy when I get these problems sorted out with my partner. And we waste a lot of our lives when we live in that place, that I'll be happy when. If you stop and think about it, when we have goals or we have things that we're working for, that we want, that is the longest part of the journey. When you actually get what it is that you want, whether it's the house or the baby or a lover that makes you happy. When you get your goals, that doesn't last a long time. Like, you get a new car and you're so excited about it, and do you enjoy it? Yes, but the longest part of it is working towards it, and you're working towards getting it, and you need to be enjoying every bit of it. So that's what the I'll be happy when syndrome is. It's not enjoying every minute of your life. It's not enjoying every single part of getting to where you want to go. So I just want to talk about that for a minute, because if you've been on social media lately, you've probably seen a woman on America's Got Talent, and she's from Zanesville, Ohio, and she's a cancer survivor. Her name is Nightbird. That's what she goes by when she sings. And I think her story was so powerful for people, because one of her quotes was, and I had to write this down, and it's so good. You can't wait until life's not hard before you can be happy. And when we're living the I'll be happy when syndrome, that's basically what it is. We're saying we're just going to struggle right now. We're going to be satisfied with that, but we know we're going to be happy when we get what we want. And I just loved her story. The lyrics in her song, whether it was her original song or whether someone else wrote it, I don't know that, but a couple of the lyrics were, we're all a little lost and it's all right. And it's all right to feel lost sometimes. We all struggle with that. But my big thing is, I started reading a book, and I'm going to do a book recommendation. The Untethered Life by Michael Singer. And it changed my life just recently. I just finished this book on Saturday, which was my birthday, and it was such a good read. And I don't want to tell you about the book. I'm going to read you a couple of things in the book that kind of go along with this, when you're living in the I'll be happy when syndrome, just so that you can see then if you want to go read it yourself. But it's really awesome. If you struggle to make yourself be happy, we have people who are living with depression, and I have a good friend, and I want prayers for her because she's struggling with it. If you struggle to do, good things for yourself, go do it for someone else. One of the best ways to get over depression is to serve others. I'm going to mention 5 things that I believe can help to stop living in the I'll be happy when syndrome here at the end. And just know that I'm going to upload this onto my YouTube when I'm able. I'm in my truck right now because I don't have internet at home. I have a hotspot that the battery swelled in and cracked the case, and I didn't know that they would do that, but they do. So watch out for that. It's just like a cell phone battery, and apparently there's issues with them. So I'll put some links of some really good videos in the description when I get this up on YouTube. Some other things that you can go looking yourself to try to not live in the I'll be happy when. Be happy with what you have right now. So I'm going to go on here real quick to just the 5 things that I feel has helped me to not live in the I'll be happy when syndrome. Number one is be grateful all the time. Practice gratitude. I'll tell you, I have a list that I have them on index cards, flashcards. I read those to myself morning and night. And some of the things that I am grateful for are things that I want, I don't have yet, but I write them down as though I already have them. I am so happy and grateful to have blah, 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 whatever it is that I'm wanting. Even if I don't have it yet, I am grateful for it. I am happy for little things. You know, you can be happy for, in my case, my front porch, or hot water, or running water. You can find simple things that make you happy. Walk around your yard. Walking around your yard in your bare feet, grounding, that's been a huge help. Number two, I've said it before, and I'm going to just keep beating the drum. Meditate. You just got to try it. It's called a practice because it does take practice. You just keep working on it. I just can't even describe to you how much that helps with staying focused and not letting stuff get to you. It's just powerful. Number three is your physical health. I don't see how anyone can work on their mental health if they're not already taking care of their physical health. And it's a constant work for me. I constantly have to work for it. I still love my Herbalife products. I take them all the time. I can tell you there's been maybe since November 1st, 2 days that I did not drink my shakes or take my supplements, and I felt horrible, physically horrible. So if you want to get your mental health right, work on your physical health. Why do we want to struggle and not feel good? It's not that difficult. It's not that hard to do. So that's number three is your health. Number four is you just have to decide. You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do is make a decision. You just have to decide you want to be happy. And don't allow events, every single thing that happens, it's just an event. Don't let that event or something someone says, that's simply an event. Don't let it take your happiness away from you. You get to decide if you want to be happy or not. Number five is contemplate death. I'm going to stop here just real quick. I just want to read this to you about death. And it's really short, really quick. Give me 1 second here to get to the right page. It is truly a great cosmic paradox that one of the best teachers in all of life turns out to be death. No person or situation could ever teach you as much as death has to teach you. While someone could tell you that you are not your body, death shows you. While someone could remind you of the insignificance of the things that you cling to, death takes them all away in a second. While people can teach you that men and women of all races are equal and there is no difference between the rich and the poor, death instantly makes us all the same. The question is, are you going to wait until the last moment to let death be your teacher? A wise person realizes, and I think this is a quote from the book, that death can come any moment. And people have died doing every single thing you do in life. If you're driving, people have died driving. If you're swimming, people have died swimming. If you're sleeping, people have died in their sleep. It can come at any moment. So why wait to start being happy and to start enjoying your life? And I'm talking every single minute of your life, not just when you get the new house or when you get new money or when you get the perfect job or when you get the perfect mate or when your kids graduate high school. You get to decide. You really only have two choices in life, and everything else is simple. Your choices are, do you want to be happy or do you not want to be happy? That's it. You make that decision. Once you make that decision, if you choose happiness, it's so easy from there. Are there going to be hard things that come along? Yes, but you get through them so much easier. You get out of the stuck place a lot easier once you've made the decision to be happy. Let's see. Here's another quote. I don't know if you've ever heard of Edward Case. He's considered the sleeping prophet. He made, his quote is, make the world a better place because you have lived in it. That maybe doesn't go along with this, but I think it's a good way to end this. I've got one more quote. One second here. Life is not something you get. It's something you experience. So it's up to you how you experience experience it. If you want to struggle, if you want to live in melodrama, if you want to let other people's actions steal your joy from you, if you want to constantly be waiting to be happy, waiting for some future event to finally come along that then you're going to be happy. I just hate to see people missing their lives and being unhappy or not fully fulfilled and fully satisfied. It's easy to be satisfied. You just simply say, I'm so satisfied with my truck. I'm so satisfied with the air conditioning that's going to cool me down when I can turn it back on. I'm so satisfied with my home that I get to go home to. Just practice it. You know, little things like that, do them all the time. My gratitude list, I said I read it every morning while my mind is fresh. In the evening before I go to bed, I want that to be the last thing I'm thinking about before I go to sleep. And my gratitude list, for the most part, isn't long. It's maybe 10 things that I think about constantly that I'm just so grateful for, or grateful that it's going to show up at some point. So that's really all I wanted to talk about. I know how valuable your time is. So if you took the time to watch this, or you watch the replay, I'll put it over on my channel if I'm able to get that figured out, and I will get it uploaded on my YouTube. And I would love to hear what you guys think about this. If you can relate, because I have lived the I'll be happy when syndrome. Didn't know I was doing it at the time. So glad I don't do it anymore. But just tell me your thoughts. And I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.